Hey, what's up everybody? Alex here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about bottom surgery. So yesterday I had an appointment with the gender clinic for a chat, a catch up, and we talked a bit about bottom surgery and my hopes for bottom surgery and a little bit about the situation that's going on in the UK with bottom surgery for males currently. So I thought I'd update you all a little bit about what's going on with that. So, bottom surgery. Do I want bottom surgery? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. The answer I would like to say is yes, I do want bottom surgery. I want it to complete the process of my transition. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and since my top surgery, it's something that I've wanted more and more to feel complete in my transition. And it's not something that all people want as part of their transition, and I completely understand that. It's a very stressful, long, difficult process. It's not straightforward and easy and simple like top surgery is. Not saying that top surgery is simple, but it's a lot more recovery than top surgery. But I do want bottom surgery. I never used to want bottom surgery. It used to be a definite no. But now I've been thinking about it more. I want phalloplasty. And phalloplasty is a type of bottom surgery where they use a graft in my case it'd be from my arm. So they'd use a graft from my arm to create the phallus. And I've seen a surgeon about this already. I had what's the word? Like unofficial appointment. So I hadn't had my referrals yet, but I saw the surgeon that used to do the surgeries unofficially, who had a look at my arm and checked whether the blood vessels would be an appropriate graft for a phallus, and I was given the all okay that would be an appropriate option for me. Because you can get grafts from different places, so you can get a graft from your abdomen. I'm too chubby for that. And a graft from your thigh. I'm also too chubby for that. But most people, most trans guys, use the arm as their phallus site. The only thing that's put it off for me is the fact that I've got lots of self-harm scars on my arms. They would just transfer to where they're going, which puts me off a little bit, but at the same time, if I want bottom surgery that much, I would do anything to have bottom surgery. So, yeah, although it's something that puts me off, it's not something that will put me off enough not to get bottom surgery. So, as a discussion yesterday with my nurse at the gender clinic, we're going to put forward for me to have my surgical opinions for bottom surgery. They should happen within the next 6 months, hopefully. And then the ball can start rolling and the process can begin, really. And hopefully that's something that happens quite quickly, but it could be a long time, because you know what gender clinic appointments are like. And yeah, nothing's ever easy trying to get your transition sorted. So yeah. The other type of bottom surgery you can have is metoidioplasty, and that works better on slimmer guys, is what I was told anyway. That's where they use the bottom growth you get while you're on testosterone and create that into your phallus. But you have to have had a significant amount of bottom growth, and you have to be happy with that growth being the size of your phallus, which for me wouldn't be the option that I would want. So metoidioplasty is not an option for me, but it's an option for loads of trans guys. It's something that they're happy with and that they want to go ahead with, and that's pretty cool. But for me, it's phalloplasty that I would want if I had bottom surgery. So let's talk about the difficult situation with bottom surgery in the UK at the minute. So basically, there's only one surgeon, well, a couple of surgeons in one practice in London that used to do bottom surgery. And unfortunately, their NHS contract came up for renewal during COVID. And during COVID, they weren't doing any surgeries because nowhere was doing any surgeries. because all of the resources were going into COVID care, which is completely understandable, although a little frustrating for a lot of people. But their contract came up for renewal with the NHS England, and unfortunately, for some reason or another, their contract didn't get renewed. So, unfortunately for trans guys in England at the minute, there is no current bottom surgeon that is doing surgeries on any trans guy. So there's people that have had stage 1, stage 2 bottom surgery and they can't get the next stages, which has been a lot more frustrating than it is for me. I've not even started the process yet, so I feel sorry for all of the guys that are mid stages that have no idea what's happening with their bottom surgery at the minute. They're trying to renew the contract, but they're having a lot of difficulties trying to renew the contract. So it looks like it's going to be a long process before we find out whether there's going to be a bottom surgeon to do the surgeries or not. I know that NHS England are looking at multiple options with different surgeons, surgeons from abroad, surgeons from this country. Because it's such a specialist surgery, it's difficult to find surgeons that are good at what they do. So yeah, currently there's no surgeons in the UK at the minute for trans guys getting bottom surgery, which is absolutely crazy, because can you imagine not having a surgeon for a specific surgery that you need? It's just crazy. But that is the current situation, and that is the frustration. But there is still a pool of which referrals go into, so I can still have my referrals for bottom surgery and have my surgical opinions. But it will just go into sort of a pool of people that have also had referrals, and then once a surgeon gets assigned, then those referrals will go off to that surgeon. So as you can imagine, it's going to be a very long process and a long waiting list. But if it's something that I want, it's something that I'm going to have to wait for, and it is what it is, really, as frustrating as that is. But yeah, I've never really talked about my want for bottom surgery before, because I never used to want bottom surgery. It's not something that I saw as part of my transition, but as I've got more into my transition and I've had top surgery and I feel more comfortable in my body, I've noticed a lot more dysphoria around my bottom half, and how I want that to be different to how it is at the minute. And that's even more important for me because I'm having a lot of issues with my bladder at the minute, so I have to catheterize. I either have a catheter or I self-catheterize. There's no normal weeing for me at the minute. And with catheterizing and having a catheter, it causes a lot of dysphoria because of the genitalia that I have is not the genitalia that I want. And having people go down there to put a catheter in, or doing that myself every day, is causing a lot of dysphoria and a lot of mental health problems for me. So it's something that I've wanted more and more and more since I've started having to catheterize, because it's something that I see as a long-term goal, that if one day I have to have a catheter in full-time, I'd rather have it in somewhere that I want it to be rather than somewhere I don't want it to be. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've got anything else to say on bottom surgery. I've just kind of rambled on a little bit, but I hope it kind of made some sort of sense. Yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.